When the Mazda CX-60 was first launched a few years ago, the Japanese brand proudly presented it as a new, premium, all-electric mid-size SUV. Based on an all-new rear-wheel drive/all-wheel drive platform and featuring mild hybrid inline-six gasoline and diesel engines, as well as a plug-in hybrid powertrain, a first for a Mazda, the CX-60 positioned itself well above the reliable CX-5, highlighting Mazda's premium aspirations and drawing comparisons with BMW and Mercedes-Benz. Elsewhere in the world, particularly in Japan, the CX-60 was offered in more luxurious versions as well as mainstream versions with less flashy powertrains and equipment. Some of these arrived in Australia earlier this year as part of a series of modifications, including suspension and transmission updates, but the engine range remained the same. The 2026 Mazda CX-60 adds a new entry-level powertrain to the range, finally fulfilling my prediction that the Australian range could start below $50,000 in August 2022. With the third generation of the popular CX-5 approaching, Mazda Australia has decided to add the ubiquitous G25 naturally aspirated petrol engine to the CX-60 range. This engine, which also offers rear-wheel drive locally in the CX-60, is essentially the petrol engine from the plug-in hybrid CX-60, meaning without the plug-in hybrid bits. The CX-60 G25 drops its price by approximately $6,000 compared to the equivalent G40E inline-six mild hybrid, and the range now starts at a very accessible $44,240 plus on-road costs, or $47,990 in running costs. The Pure, Evolve, and Touring trim levels are aligned with the same trim levels in the P50e PHEV lineup, as well as the G40E and D50EM hybrid versions, so there aren't many new features to discuss here. If you haven't spent much time in the CX-60, the main things that differentiate the cabin are the upholstery and gauges. However, in the G25, all versions are equipped with the 10.25-inch Mazda Connect infotainment system. Upgrading to the Evolve, the 7.0-inch screen in the base CX-60, which also appears in models like the CX-30 and CX-5, is replaced by a 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster. Another notable feature is the presence of hard plastic upper door trims and a plastic instrument panel insert in the Pure grade. This serves as a clear reminder that you're purchasing the base model. Pure versions feature cloth seat upholstery, while the Evolve upgrades to Maztek's leather look upholstery, and the Touring uses genuine calfskin, though it doesn't look much different from the fake. The base trim level features manual seat adjustment, while the Touring features power driver's seat adjustment with memory presets and heated front seats. Leather-wrapped essentials like the steering wheel and gear lever are generally quite consistent, including chunky physical controls for the climate controls and multifunction buttons on the steering wheel. If you've spent time in any of the latest generation Mazdas, you'll feel right at home, and from the Evolve onward, it feels noticeably more luxurious than a similarly priced CX-5. Its smooth lines and upright design give the CX-60 the impression of being a larger, more substantial vehicle. The G25 offers the same equipment and features as other engine options in equivalent trim levels and shares the same 477-liter cargo volume, even with all 5 seats in use. With the seats folded, this volume increases to 1,726 liters. All versions feature a space-saving spare tire.